there's some shared responsibility we both gotta address on that shit. All I'm saying is, if it really matters, then can you give us the tools to do it? When you look at defunding police, and we know we've had those conversations. Well, when you're in suburban areas, it's not even an issue. It's just looked at as the norm because funds are not diverted; they're allocated for other resources. So okay, then so let's not divert funding. Then let's just allocate it over here for the other resources that accompany what we need to do to make our community safer. And that right there is more impactful than any fucking song,
right.
any gesture, concert,
right.
whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't care about your big ball and inaugural bash.
Move this money around,
nigga.
Right? How a song gonna benefit? What? What is it? What's the
like think about real talk, Mazuma over there on Blue Parkway. You know where they make the most of their money? Their biggest source of income comes from overdraft fees.
Oh yeah.
I got it directly from bank management.
Yeah,
you know
all
what I mean?
banks. Yeah.
So, but especially that branch.
Yeah.
Now, here's what's crazy. When I had the conversation with leadership about, because being an educator, yada yada yada. What if we design a curriculum that does education so we can empower the market to be better bankers and more responsible? No. They're all for it. Yeah. No, you ain't. Because if you were, then you'd be putting forth the energy.
It'd already be enacted.
You already got people in the house.
Right.
We don't want to do the work. We don't want to do the heavy lifting. But if we can take them niggas overdraft fees and use that and pay you to do the work to help you a little less than need, then yeah, cool. And I mean, and like that's the backhanded fuckery that I'm pissed off about, because our leadership not only presents itself as inept to address that, but you have no recourse. I don't even hear you talking about that. But then even if you were, what the fuck was you gonna do? Nothing. You gonna make a speech? Go sit down somewhere, man. You know what I mean? You ain't hollered at the black power infrastructure, Hispanic infrastructure, gay infrastructure, or LBGT, whatever, and say, hey, when we go hit them at the table, at the podium, when I make this stance, we got this already in play happening. Dollars ain't getting spent, shit getting shit. Look how they did our president, bro. Look how they did the president. No, I'm saying our president, he ain't my president. But I'm saying, but look how they did him, bro. Look how they did him. Everybody just shut him off, shut him down, cut him off. You seen the Matrix disconnect from Agent Smith, nigga. There it was right there. If people paying attention, you getting the game plan for how this shit work. You see it, and you get to see who's who and where's where, right? So we need to be looking at that shit saying, oh, I got you. Nigga, I leveraged his hand leveraged his hand, his leg put mine, and he gave me some deferred payments to give it to his hand so we can still make this shit float. We need to be doing that, man. We need to be doing that, bro. All these ain't even having that level of conversation. He want to make the motherfucking song the issue.
Do a song.
Sing a song, nigga.
Do a song.
Hey, he's the last OG, and he trying to put his stamp on this.
That nigga for real last OG.
Honestly, and I'm not knocking the people of South Carolina for this or nothing, because they probably feel, a lot of them probably feel the way I feel. Yes, I could bogart this old motherfucker out my way, but one, oh man, right, and then two, I'm gonna look like a bully.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm least concerned with. What I'm concerned
no. You have to be concerned with looking like a bully publicly, because then, because then it's not. Well, we're voting or siding with you because we agree, or no, it's we're acting out of fear, and nah, I don't want nobody acting. Yeah, so, yeah, man, I don't know, it's just all. Oh, so.
But there's got to be a space where we can sit down and have that combo, bro.
But. I'm sure that even though it's South Carolina and it's a different type of South, and Missouri is a different type of South, the mentality's the same. We're just gonna wait these old niggas out.
You want to hear something crazy? No, that's exactly what it has to be. No. You want to hear something crazy? Yeah, this is so personal. This is so rude. This happened today. So I was on the phone with a millionaire African American man. Right? He is multi. He does shit. He is upset if you interrupt his golfing time, because he's like, nigga, I'm living a good life. I care. I do shit. I'm on different board. Now we doing some business partnership with my nonprofit and his shit. And on the phone with him, I asked him. I said, okay, so you wanted me to have what I wanted to ask you for. Make sure I have my ass together, right? I said, here's what I want from you, sir. I just want an hour of your time a week to sit and learn. I know how to shut up and listen. But if you can give me some context, some perspective. You know what his response was? I'm not sure I'm the right person that can help you with that. Now, eventually I worked it around and saying, look, I just said an hour a week because that was some quantifiable unit of time. What I'm pretty much saying is, hey, in addition to just doing business, can I just have some access to an OG, to a man who's really done it the right way? You know what I mean? But think about that as an initial response, bro.
Oh, that was a polite way of telling you time is money.
Nigga.
No, that was pretty much
not necessarily, because I've had people ask me to do the same thing for music, and I've declined because I don't believe I'm the right person for it. Because now, I'm in no way claiming that I'm this good. But like Michael Jordan could never be a basketball coach. Never, ever, ever be a basketball coach.
He could if he was willing to be humble.
But he's not.
But he's not willing to be humble.
And because Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan and could do Michael Jordan type things when he was on the basketball court without thought. You know what I'm saying? It came as second nature. When he's going to expect you to be able to do Michael Jordan like things and not going to understand really.
Internally, he's not going to be able to turn that expectation.
Right. And that's yeah. So I know how I operate. You three know how I operate, and I don't think that some of these newer cats, younger cats, are cut to operate how I operate. I hear no a lot. A lot of these young cats ain't cut out to hear no. They haven't heard no.
That's real, bro. The level of expectation, and then something that most of us men learn from mature women: how to manage expectation. Right? A lot of motherfuckers don't really know how to manage expectation. Okay, just because I'm thinking something should go a certain way doesn't mean that shit should go a certain way. And it does not give me the right to react a certain way because it didn't go that way. You have to learn how to manage your expectations, dog. And a lot of folks really have, a lot of people in that space that you're talking about.
Well, as a hip hop artist,
false expectations.
I've had to learn to expect nothing, or expect the worst. And I don't like expecting the worst because that draws that in from the universe to give me the worst.
Already, but you should have no expectation for somebody just to do just for the sake of. Right?
I shouldn't, but when I used to book shows for venues, I'd book the show, and I'd have 4 artists on the show, 4 acts total on the show, 2 10-minute openers, a 20-minute, and probably a 45-minute act. Nobody's sharing the flyers. We're putting out actual printed flyers. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's passing out flyers. Nobody's sharing this stuff on social media. Nobody's spreading the word about the show.
And show up and be the star.
And then get mad when they get on stage and there's 5 people in the venue.
Right. Where everybody at?
Well, did you go out and do the work?
No, they didn't. I've been there though. They didn't.
I asked you to come out and do the work with me, but I don't know where your fans are. I don't know how to reach your people.
You remember that nigga took your shirt off in my show, nigga, and the crowd left, nigga? You remember that shit?
Yeah.
What? What now?
This nigga got on stage, bro. He was, I don't even know if he was rapping or what. It was like, nigga flicked his shirt off, nigga, and niggas was like, oh, no. Everybody just out that shit.
I think he had been released within the prior.
No, he was in the military. That's what it was.
Okay,
he was
still,
in the military.
I think he'd been released in some way, shape, fashion, or form.
You know what? I remember
in the 3 months prior.
No. I remember who he is, and I'm not about to credit and get that nigga no.
But yes. He was cut, and he was kind of cock diesel or whatever. And as soon as the beat started, it was very it was a black college kind of a beat. You know what I'm saying?
Was I here for this one?
You were not there.
Okay.
It was a very black college kind of beat, and dude just stood there.
Oh, what I'm talking about?
No, he was mad at us at the time.
Oh yeah, DJ. My DJ mad at us and shit.
Strike, nigga.
Yeah, it is what it is. But old boy got the beat started,
I played 12-step
and he stood up and saluted, and then he just ripped his shirt open.
He did. He had like some Jodeci boots on and shit.
And then he started doing like that Terry Crews dance type shit.
Yeah, nigga.
And then next thing you know, he started doing his chant, and he was going across the stage doing his chant. He took his shirt off.
Walked on it.
I was working sound, so I couldn't do shit but stand there and watch it. So I was like,
bro, you were.
And I was like, man, this is some bullshit right here, boy.
Hey, why do all them cotton diesel niggas always have the same cornball dance? The little half robot.
Because they're not flexible. Because they don't stretch. Nigga, they stuck like this.
It worked out and fall real hard. But yeah. Hey man, like that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy, bro. But he one of them though, right? And hold on, but here's what's crazy. Not only did he not pass out the flyer for the show, bro, he made his own flyer. And that motherfucker was made like he was the headline of that motherfucker.
You know what? I'll allow that. No, I'll allow that. You know why? Because bottom line, it don't matter who makes what flyer, who appears to be headliner. We're all gonna get paid as long as you got people showing up.
Listen, to a certain degree, I agree with you in principle, but nigga, there's something called branding. You are not about to fuck up my brand and you bring your knockoff Jodeci back up.
But time out,
and take your shit off.
Time out.
Ass off my state. You
time out. Hard question. Who booked him? Because whoever then is he fucking up your brand, or are you fucking up your brand by booking him?
No, he was with his shit.
No. Be accountable, my nigga.
I'm being accountable.
You fucked up your brand by booking him.
First of all, the brand wasn't fucked up. You're good comedy. Everybody got paid. It was good.
I'm not saying you fucked up. I'm just saying, but that was
what I'm saying is, generally speaking,
nigga,
hey man,
so that falls on you.
I'm gonna work with a brother. No, I'm gonna work with a brother and say, hey, I'll give you a shot. You know what I mean? You say you do this, we do this. Hey, I went to the studio, listened to some music. I mean, I wasn't about to fuck with not in their beat, but I mean, I see you doing it. You got some regimen, and you really passionate about your shit. All right, bro, give you a shot.
Okay.
Hey, what is it about certain rap niggas that like to take their shirt off at a show full of hard legs? Like,
nigga, what you doing is that strenuous. You just talking.
Tupac, nigga. Thug life.
That's wet.
Tupac. Everybody want to be thug life.
I'm gonna table that one. I'm going back to what Godson was talking about. Hey, when I book shows, yeah, I had people that cleared the room out. I may have discussed this before, but if not, I'm about to go over it one more again. Yes, I would have. If I had a 5-act show, yeah, I'd have maybe 1 or 2 of those acts that were fairly, not entertaining. Because the bar got to make some money. Bartenders got to make some bread. People got to go to the bathroom. And I'd rather you go to the bathroom during this wax set, go smoke your blunt during this wax set, go do your bump in this wax set. You know what I'm saying? And come back energized from your bump or from taking a good dump.
I'm ready to go.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Some of that good shit.
Right. When I did Gorilla Fest, both years, and I had days worth of lineups, I couldn't have back to back bangers on the inside and the outside because nobody's gonna make any money. No, it existed, and I could have done that, but you have to literally, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do it the right capitalistic business way, you have to slow that motherfucker down from time to time. Just like every club DJ. Yeah, just like Shad used to be like, hey man, y'all play that whack shit, so that y'all can make some money at the bar.
Nate Robinson get laid out. You see Nate?
I mean, no doubt.
Yeah, Nate, set him up, Nate.
I mean, you got to ebb and flow your shit. But here's what I'm